Hello, I am Dr. K.S. Moinuddin, consultant general physician in Lotus Hospital. So we have discussed about type 1 diabetes mellitus now. Now going to type 2 diabetes mellitus. So this second type of diabetes mellitus previously thought it as adult onset diabetes mellitus, but nowadays because of change in lifestyle habits and all the our decreased everyday activities, so all these things has led for the young adults also below 30 years also developing type 2 diabetes mellitus. So what is the reason for type 2 diabetes mellitus? Usually type 2 diabetes mellitus is because of insulin resistance. That is, the insulin will be produced in the body, but it will not be working at the end level where the absorption of glucose should take. So that is one thing. Second is increase in hepatic glucose production. Third one is increase in carbohydrate intake. So all these three factors, and also under-secreted insulin levels. So insulin levels may not be adequate for the person. So there will be decrease in production of insulin. So all these four factors will be responsible for type 2 diabetes mellitus. So in case of type 2 diabetes mellitus, usually the patient presents with same like hyperglycemic symptoms like polyphagia, polydipsia, polyuria is one thing. Second thing is patient may also present with like some burning feet, that's one symptom. So second one is especially recurrent urine tract infection. There will be some itching sensation or fungal infections, especially in groin areas, in around the hip areas. All these things, there will be itching or rash. That is one presentation. So sometimes patient will be having unnoticed, very generalized weakness and unnoticed full body pains that are unexplainable body pains. That is one presentation because of generalized weakness. So these are various presentations of type 2 diabetes mellitus. And in type 2 diabetes mellitus, the point is the patient when presents to the doctor, it may be because of chronic. We don't know from when the patient is having type 2 diabetes mellitus. So the patient will present with some symptoms like whatever I explained previously. So if you monitor, then the patient may be having increased blood glucose levels, and he may be having, if you check the HbA1c, so he may be having HbA1c greater than or equal to 6.5. So all these things will be presented. Some people will have HbA1c greater than 12 also. So the presentation will be bizarre. And the thing is, the symptoms and the weakness and all these body pains will be from a long time. So the patient may be neglecting for a long time. He may be taking some treatment for the itching, some treatment for the rash, some treatment for the UDAs, and they may not be knowing that he is having type 2 diabetes mellitus. So type 2 diabetes mellitus, he sometimes presents with long-term symptoms. So whenever the patient presents with type 2 diabetes mellitus, so immediately we have to check, we have to monitor all the things for the all the complications that is developed by diabetes mellitus. Like you have to check renal parameters, you have to check lipid profile, and you have to check thyroid profile, and you have to see for any fundus examination, and if required, you have to examine the foot examination to be done. So you have to go for ECG, echo, all these things you have to do because type 2 diabetes mellitus is not a sudden onset disease. It's a long-term disease. Patient may be having from 1 year, 2 years, even sometimes patient may be having the disease from 5 years also. He may not be knowing that he is having type 2 diabetes. So what are the various risk factors for type 2 diabetes mellitus? Usually type 2 diabetes mellitus is seen in families. So whenever the patient or the patient father, patient sibling or parents, first degree relative is having type 2 DM, then compulsory he is in risk. So he can develop type 2 diabetes mellitus. Second thing is patient, especially females with PCOD, underweight, and patients with overweight, obesity. So BMI greater than or equal to 35 or anything like that. Also, they are in risk stage for the developing type 2 diabetes mellitus. And also patients taking chronic alcoholism and that type of patients are also at risk for type 2. So especially in pregnancy also we can able to see, especially obese ladies with pregnancy, we can HbA1c type 2 diabetes mellitus. So gestational DM is also one risk factor for type 2. So if the patient presents with type 2 diabetes mellitus to the doctor. So whenever you are diagnosed as type 2 diabetes mellitus, you have to check for all the components as I have told earlier. And second thing is, mostly type 2 diabetes mellitus patients, the treatment will be directed to decrease the insulin resistance in the body. And the second thing is to increase insulin secretion in the body. So various oral hypoglycemic drugs nowadays they are prescribed for type 2 diabetes. But in the long term, the patient is having chronic diabetes mellitus. For example, in a young age only, the patient is getting below 31, the patient is getting type 2 diabetes mellitus. In long term, whatever islet cells remaining that is secreting the insulin may die in a long term. So they can become atrophied. So at that time, insulin they may depend upon insulin. So they will become insulin dependent. Type 2 DM can also happen. So these are the things. So how do you monitor the patients with diabetes mellitus, especially type 2 diabetes mellitus? So the guidelines is you have to visit the doctor every 3 months, and that is compulsory if you are having type 2 diabetes mellitus. You have to check HbA1c every 3 months, and annually you have to check renal parameters, and you have to check urine examination, and every year you have to go for cardiac examination, and also fundoscopy if required, eye examination. So every 3 months you have to check for any foot examination to be done. You have to check for any foot ulcers or anything. And the patient presents with any neuropathy or anything, they have to consult neurologist, or they can take advice from the physician. This is the things we have to monitor regularly. You have to visit the doctor. And the target for the type 2 diabetes mellitus or type 1 diabetes mellitus for HbA1c is HbA1c should be below 7. That is the target. That is between 6.5 or 6 to 7. That is the target HbA1c to be achieved. If you can achieve target HbA1c, then the complications will develop very slowly or very late. Thank you.
Lotus Hospitals is one of the leading brands for all your health needs. You can visit our expert doctors at any of the centers: Lakhrikapul, Kukatpalli, LB Nagar, and Vizag. For booking an appointment, you can use our app or visit www.lotushospitals.in or call on 040 4040 4444.